let's take a quick look at Canvas. You should have had a student Canvas little class to learn how to do Canvas, but let me show you how I'm using Canvas because every teacher is going to be different. Let's start here on this initial screen. I'm going to drag my mouse over here with bright yellow ball. Can you see? So you can really see where I am. All of my videos will be like this. Where'd my mouse run off to this time? Come here, little mouse. So uh, when you first log into Canvas, you'll have this account icon where you can put your information and your picture will be there. And there's a notification section that we will come back to that you might want to change. The dashboard includes your currently active classes, and that's probably where you'll spend most of your time clicking is on there. There's also a courses item where you can see a list of all of the courses assigned to you. You would click on all courses and then star the ones that you want to show on your dashboard. So I showed you a picture here of I only have one in my course list on the student view right now. So if I wanted that to show in the dashboard, I will click there on the star and that will make it show up. The calendar actually is a Google Calendar, and I do have it set to show due dates for you, so you can always look and see when the due dates are from that. The inbox is not the same as webmail. I do use both. If I write you a comment in the grading and you comment back to me, it will show here in my inbox, but it doesn't come to me by email. But you can send me a message from the inbox and it will come to me by email and I can answer you back and it comes to the inbox. Not so good for sending pictures, but anyway, there it is. And then finally is the help sources of all kinds. That's not Mott's to help. That is the help at the Canvas company. And you may find that useful or you may not, but I'm just telling you. I use it when I get stuck on something and none of the local teachers know how, and then I chat with them usually early in the morning. Works well, not in the afternoon. Too busy. Anyway, if you wanted to directly type the Canvas address without going to the Mott website, going to Form Me, and then clicking on the link, the advantage of doing that is that you get to see the announcements. So that's good. But sometimes, like, I'll do that once in the morning, and then after that in the day, I'll just type it directly canvas.mcc.edu. It's very easy. It's up to you. I don't care. So here we have, look in the bottom right hand corner here, and you'll see what page I'm talking about as we go through them. That way, if you want to like fast forward to see the one you need. Okay, on your menu bar or navigation pane, they'll call it different things. And they'll call these tabs. Most of us are used to tabs across the top. So whoops, we'll call these tabs even though they're not. So the home tab or the home page is the one that opens every time you open the class. Different teachers are doing different things. Mine is set to open to announcements at the top, and it has the newest three announcements, and the older announcements are here under announcements if you need to see an older one for some reason. So always look to see, you'll have, I presume, one every week to remind you what to do, and then sometimes I'll put some more. And then the next item below that will be class resources, which I'll show you in a second, and the weekly attendance survey below that, and then the other assignments. The library, I'll come back to that in just a second. Also is the modules view, which I'll show you in a minute. Discussions, so you can go directly there if you wanted to, and a place to look at your grades, very important. And library resources, which probably we won't use this semester other than for the internet research assignment. Will take you straight to the library, but it's very nice. I looked at it yesterday when I was clicking. Okay, so that's that home page. It's called the home page. Now, On the class resources, you'll see these, it's a modules view. You'll see the module title is class resources. There's an expand and collapse button. And then here are a set of assignments or items within it. Your screen might look different, but I change stuff all the time. Yours might look different, but here's the idea. These are different items. Each item type has a different icon, so you can get a guess of what they are. You'll learn them as you go along. Some have hyperlinks so that you would, if it's blue, it's a hyperlink. You can click on it to open it or download it depending on what it is. And by the way, since I'm here, I keep losing my mouse. Come here, mouse. These are, if you're using a Chromebook or a Mac, or if you want to use the college storage locations, the H drive, you'll have an assignment with it. But I just put the instructions here. This class resources is stuff you might need. You can come back here and look anytime. Microsoft Office, which you need, you can download free. Don't go buy one. Don't go buy one. Download it free from right there. The next page I'll show you is on the resources page. I'm going to put an assignment summary page in there, which is actually the assignments view, but I have that shut off for you. It's a list of all of the assignments in order. When you open the page, it will show the name of the file, and there will be a blue hyperlink so you could download it if you wanted to have it beside you or print it or whatever. And it will open embedded, they call this embedded, right in the page. And on the top right hand side are zoom buttons, and you could make it the size of the full screen if you wanted to. Yes, this is a squashed picture, so I would have room for me up in the corner. So I understand that that's the wrong proportions for the picture. I understand that. And then here's a list of all the assignments in order. And then each assignment, it says which module it's in and what the due date is and how many points it's worth. So it's a really dandy little thing. I squeezed them all onto one sheet. I think you'll like it. If you don't want to use it, I don't care, but I think you'll like it. Then after that, we'll go down to the Getting Started module. I'll show you that in just a second. Well, wait, hold on. Let me just show you right now. Just a second. I just hopped over to that view, and then this is what your page will look like. And the announcements are at the top here. And then there's that class resources module. See how you can open it and close it? And here's the weekly attendance surveys to open and close. And then what I did was I put these module dividers for dates because some teachers do week 1, week 2, week 3 and put everything in there. But what happens when I get a 12-week semester or a 7.5-week semester or somebody comes up with another semester? Too much trouble. So I put a topic in a module. Each module is one topic, and then I can just change those date bars. So here's this Getting Started module where you'll start. See, there's week 1 and here's week 2, for example. So there's the Getting Started module. And now I'm going to switch back to my PowerPoint slides. Just a second. Boy, that felt like so fast, didn't it? All right, so we're on the module activities. And this is the Getting Started module. You can see it's a gray bar and you can expand it and collapse it. You'll hear these terms all semester, so you might as well get used to them. And then here are a set of activities. Where'd that mouse go? Come here, you. I don't know why I keep losing him today. Here's a syllabus quiz. The little jet taking off is the testing. It's not a test, but it's a quiz format. It's auto graded. Anyway, you'll have a bunch of those. So there's the syllabus quiz. Can you see my mouse? Because I can't see my mouse. Syllabus quiz, and you'll click on it to open it. I'm just telling you. I'll do that in a second. And then here's the lifelong learning activity. You can't get to it yet. It's grayed out or ghosted out. Usually nowadays we say grayed out. You have to do this one before you can get to that one. And you have to do that one before you can get to the next one. So I'm letting you know that's the way it looks. And down here, you see that these are indented over from the margin. Indented is a term we'll learn, and we'll learn how to do it too. Anyway, these are like subset activities, subparts of the career goals discussion board. They're subsets. And then there's the print screens. I have you do print screens and snips, and I teach you right away. Most of the students say that's like the best thing they learned in the whole class. So letting you know. One way you can drive, I lost my mouse again. I have to investigate that. One thing, if you're using a device, there's a little next and back button on the, it's not on the computer view, but on the next and back. And so you keep clicking next and you don't know when you're out of, when you're end with your module. So I put this end of module so that if you keep clicking next, you'll end up there and you'll know, oh, okay, I'm done. Let's look at the syllabus quiz next. I'm going to, do you want to see what I'm doing? I won't pause it this time. Look, I'm doing Alt Tab and switch over to which one of these screens? I think this one. Let me click on the syllabus quiz to show you. You'll see a screen like that. And good thing I tested it because they changed these browsers again and I couldn't open it. It wouldn't open it, only downloads. I don't know why that is. But there's so here's a syllabus quiz. Here's when it's due. You do this first. How many points? Don't wait until the first day, the due date. Don't wait until the due date to get started. Please don't do that. Do it right away. Anyway, how many points? How many questions? Whether there's a time limit. Most of mine are not timed, but lots of teachers do. And how many tries you get. I gave you 30 tries. I want you to be low stress. All right, then here's the instructions. My assignments will always have an instructions hyperlink for you that tell you what to do. And this is a file, so it will download as a file, but the other one should open up in a new tab. So I'm going to click it, and you watch up here. I'm using Firefox here. Look up here in the right hand corner. You watch. There'll be a little blue down arrow. If you already know this, that's okay. I'm sorry. Some students don't know how to use a computer. So, and I didn't realize it was going to do that either. So it took me a couple of tries. All right, so here I clicked it. Watch in the upper right hand corner. Oh, I see. I'm on Chrome. I'm on Google Chrome. So did you see that it came down here to the lower left hand corner? All right, and then from there, where is that file anyway? I'm pretending you're in the classroom. Where is that file? It's in the downloads folder. So if you come down to File Explorer, which I happen to have one of open, let me just come here, hop over to the other screen. There we go. So if I downloaded it, I have to up, there we go. It's F5 to refresh the screen. I downloaded the file and I can open it. I'm going to make it bigger. It's too small to see. Come here. Okay. My syllabus has a table of contents that's clickable. You see pointing finger, that means you can click on it. It's a hyperlink and it will take you down to that section. So now you can either keep clicking back and forth with the mouse or you can use Alt Tab to switch back and forth between there. I had to do Alt Tab to get back to my test. So you can take the quiz and read a question. Here's my question. And here's all the questions over here on the right hand side, you see. And I'm just going to, I don't know, mark an answer. I'm not even reading. I'm just marking an answer. My tests all come in pools so that you can everybody gets a different test. Let me go down and submit my quiz. And it's going to say, you have 6 questions you didn't answer. Are you sure you want to submit? I'll say yes. And so now it told me my score. My first attempt took me less than a minute. I only got 1 out of 5 right. Oops. And down here, it will show me. Now listen. If I gave you a true and false question, and if you got 0 points right, do you think that means it's the other answer that's the correct answer? Whereas if it's a multiple choice, that doesn't work, but at least you know what the answer isn't. You could go back here anytime and see the old attempts too, and take the quiz again. Let me minimize this. Uh, let me go to, let me see down here. There we go. Let me do the same thing now in Firefox. If you know how to do this, just zoom forward, okay? So this time, now watch in the upper right-hand corner. See up there? Do you see it? The little blue arrow? Nothing showed up down here like it did with Chrome. It shows it. Firefox does not show it. But if I go down to my file, I can just click right here and open it. Yes. Or I could go down to File Explorer and click, and I have to refresh my screen again. That's F5 to refresh. And there would get another view of it. Um, So I've downloaded two now. That's why it's numbered one. So then I would open it and I do the quiz the same way and keep using Alt Tab to switch back and forth between the two and do the quiz. That's your first assignment to do. It's 10 questions from a pool and you as many tries as it take. And by the time you finish fussing around with it that much, let me see. Let me go back to Firefox. You'll be able to get comfortable with the way the system works. That's why I gave you lots of tries. Don't get nervous. All right, let me go back to my PowerPoint slides. Here we go. And I was somewhere in the PowerPoint slides. Here we were. Um, my all of my assignments, lots of little quizzy assignments, have standards. So I'll tell you how many try. It's very similar to what's up here at the top, but I list them down here as needed. Okay, that's how a quiz looks. Now, how does a discussion board look? I just snipped one. I'm not going to go over there this time. Here's the instructions. So it would either open a link or download depending on what it is. And then you have to post your thread and then the computer will assign you someone to respond to. It comes to you in your to-do list. Notice that there are two buttons here to expand and collapse the outline. So you can see all of the students' messages. You can't see any messages until you post. And after you post, then you can see everybody's messages. When you want to reply, you'll click here to reply and post your message. And it added the note, replies are only visible to those who have posted. That's if that's set. Some teachers didn't use it. I did. So that's how a discussion board looks. And the grades page looks like this. I want you to change this so that it's in order by module. They put it in order of due dates, and then if there's several things due on the same day, they're in alphabetical order. I contacted support for that. Whoa, this video is getting too long. I may have to cut it. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so set it in module order and click apply to do that. And then here are your grades in order and the date they're due by and the ones you did, what score you got. And then you'll look over here. I give lots of comments. Look over here to find your comments. They're in a little bubble like that. Don't forget then uh, over here on the right hand side or at the bottom, and I put mine down here because I think my face picture's over there, to print your grades if you want a paper copy. Anyway, there are two ways to look at your grades. One is in the running totals. So if I did a couple of those, but I didn't do some, they're not counted against me. The average I see is only of the grades I did, how well I did. Okay, so I have an A on 1 grade out of 5. Well, that's not a passing grade, sorry. Whereas if you uncheck that box, come here, Mr. Mouse, you ran away again. If you uncheck the box, now you'll see what I call the real total or the progressive total. This is the grade you're going to get at the end of the semester. And at the end of the semester, you start off with a 0 grade, and then you get a 10%, and you get 20%. I don't know if you know sign language, but yeah, 30%. If you get up to 60%, you're passing the class, and you keep going till you get to 90%, and then you have an A. I want you to be sure to look at both sets of grades as you're doing it so that you'll know which kind of grade you have and how you're progressing on the grades. It's really, I'll nag you all semester. Finally, then, if you go back to your account, Canvas is going to send you notifications like every time, I don't know, every time this happens or that happens, every time I grade a paper. By the way, that'll be like 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? So if you don't want me to wake you up, either change when the notifications come to you or fix your phone. Don't sleep with your phone. Fix your phone so that they don't come, do not disturb, don't come through at night. I don't care what you do, but I'm just telling you, it's going to be early in the morning. On this notifications, preferences, see that's the tab for the accounts. There's a menu bar. There are several choices of when to get notifications. They just listed them for you. And then here are the various kinds of activities. And over here then, you can say which ones to send to what email address or how do you want to be notified or whatever. You can make your own choices. I don't know the answers for you. I have some answers for me, but I don't know yours. So that's something you'll have to figure out for yourself. Alrighty. So that's all I have to talk to you about. I already showed you how to do the syllabus quiz. So I think we're pretty much done with this little video. I hope it was useful to you. There are lots of videos in class. So I'll see you on the next video.